gonna say I'm gonna go check right now. Fuck you, Zan. I mean, what?
I
Hi,
need
Zan.
some today.
Welcome to the channel, buddy. Thank you for using your
shit.
points.
Here we go.
I appreciate it.
There it is. The push-ups. I need to get a second camera down on the floor for me that I can see myself. You know, you can watch me do them. So I don't think anybody believes me that I can do them. I'm a weakling.
Well, you'll be doing them soon.
Oh, hey.
I
I got good form, too. Oh, give me one moment, though. That is my wife calling. Just probably checking in. 1 sec.
I'm
almost done.
Check, check. Can you hear me now? Okay, cool. I'll have you know, Zan, I just played a rough... Yeah, thanks. Thanks, James. I just played a rough game of Frisbee golf. It's about all my body will let me do these days. Went from rugby to Frisbee golf over the course of 5 years.
I am sorry about that.
I miss you too, Zan. I miss you too.
I'm here.
Thank you for the push-ups.
Oh, we got Nor in my chat. Hell
let's go do that, boys.
Good old Nor, the QA god. Oh, Axe, I need to buy one of them t-shirts from you. I just got paid. I'm gonna buy one from your store. For real.
You just have to go on my
I know your merch store. Yeah, it's sick. I saw that shit.
Do you make them in dad bod size?
Yeah, well, you choose.
You make them in teen girl size?
Yeah,
that's my body type right now.
Teen girl, there we go.
I'm almost done with the editing.
I got like about an A cup.
Oh wow, nice. I got bras for that. Did you ever see the Seinfeld episode? It's not a bra, it's a bro.
The bro, yeah, the man bra.
Right.
So we're just waiting. Mr. Namadaka is preparing some stuff. I think he wants to show us, right? We can talk about stuff too. I think that's kind of all off the cuff. If you guys have stuff you want to ask, submit, whatever. Game's been a little slow lately, so we're still here. People are still playing.
It ain't slow. It's on fire every time I'm playing, but I don't know. I guess it's slow when I'm not around. I'm having fun. It's fucking great. We can only go up, right? It's only uphill from here. Wait. Downhill.
All right.
Quiet.
Am I quiet?
Turn down a little bit. He likes to yell when we discuss politics. So I have to turn him down sometimes.
Next time, guys, when you start broadcasting my face, a little heads up.
Oh, you're on there. You're online right now.
I just did. Yeah, sorry.
You should have warned me at least.
Oh, you look beautiful.
I guess I was not picking my nose, but.
Hey, have you watched my stream, Nami? Have you seen the shit I do?
At least you're wearing pants, dude. Axe just took his pants off. I'm pretty sure that was his underwear we saw.
I have panties all the time.
Damn, dude.
Okay, I left you guys a link on Discord.
Okay.
That should allow you to probably have a rather good capture of my screen.
Your Twitch chat?
I mean, it's the same. I just took it from here instead.
You took what?
Discord.
Oh, just on Chrome or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just recording from Discord.
No. I'm talking about streaming my screen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's sharing his. I don't know how to make it full screen. Black Mamba 72. Let's see there.
Woo. No, that's.
All right, let me pull that up. Sick, man. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, you should have like decent quality if I ever have to show anything.
What am I looking at here?
Yeah, don't bother. Once we get to there, I'll tell you. You guys can take a look at the screen. Okay. So what's the plan for this podcast? Do you guys have like any subject planned, or is it like more?
No, are we playing Tarkov? Let's play some Tarkov. Some Tarkov.
I hear you've been playing too much Tarkov.
So, well, let's start. We're all glad you're better. I think there was some news out there that you were on your deathbed or something. Obviously
Seriously?
not. No,
Missed you.
I heard you were sick. I heard you got super COVID per version 2.9 or something.
Something like that. It's better now. Just lost a few brain cells, but it's all right now.
Nah, who hasn't?
Now you have the just right amount to properly develop CRPG until completion.
Yeah, be completely in phase with the community.
Exactly. I like it.
We welcome you
no,
back.
man, we're kind of at your whim. I didn't really think you'd come here, so we are just going to kind of BS. I know there was a couple points people have been wanting to push out, and then you sent me this, and I don't speak Modder, so you're gonna have to explain this to us, I think.
What thing?
What are we Modder? What are we looking at? Yeah.
No, we are not looking at anything yet.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Just kidding. Okay.
Oh
We're not
my
looking
Keep
at it.
that source
Close your eyes.
hidden.
Everybody, close your eyes.
It's like a canned stream mode.
He'll let us know.
Once we get to it, we'll
Got it.
Once we get to what we are working on, what's coming in next patch.
Nice. Well, for now, I mean,
tell you guys, just keep the source hidden for now.
maybe we can start with like what the state of the game right now. I mean, we got 3 different modes that are wildly, each totally different in their own way and very divisive. There are players that are very into each mode for their own various reasons, and I love them all, honestly, but they all bring something to the table. If you guys want to start with that, we can discuss, battle versus DTV versus siege. I like that idea.
I think DTV is like one of the best thing that happened to CRPG actually, because it brings a lot of people in the game. People that wouldn't like engage in the PvP to begin with, because it's pretty harsh at the start, especially when you're starting, you have nothing, no stuff with you. You can go grind on DTV.
Yeah.
It also bring people that are not into PvP at all and might try battle or conquest or other mods.
Like you said, good.
It did help a lot starting NA. I don't know for EU. I know EU is like more devised. But for battle, it did help a lot get people to start the server.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's good mode to play before happy hour, so it kind of builds up population. Right. People are there and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely think it's a blessing for the mod and the fact that it took off. That we got people working on new maps for it. We got new mechanics in there. We got Nami's going to talk, I'm sure, later about it. I think DTV has some stuff in store as well. In the patch,
RFL actively no leeching.
Yeah, don't fuck with it, guys. I mean, we're a tight community, and we'll see you. People see what goes on, and it's always been that way. I mean, CRPG 1 was that way. I remember people getting banned for shit that was like late night leeching and just doing right. Bullshit. Don't cheat. Don't be a cheater. Not when it comes to a game. What's the point?
You talking exclusively about the Chinese servers or what?
I don't know. I never really played much on Chinese servers, so those guys have their own thing.
Yeah, they're all wearing plate, archer, two-hand, whatever.
It's a whole different world, man. I can't wait. Can't wait till they're at Worlds.
Welcome. But you guys are all jerks. Somebody saying DTV should be shut down 30 minutes after the start of battle.
30 minutes after?
Happy hour.
I don't think you should ever shut it down. I'd leave them all the modes open.
I think people are switching anyways. And the people that really don't like battle, they just stay there because that's their main mode.
Yeah, leave it open. Honestly, like that. I would use the example of League of Legends and how it has the versus bots mode, which once you kind of know it, it's super easy, and you could just like farm the. You get small amounts, but you still get the IP that you could use to buy characters. So you could grind the shit out of that. but you get way less.
Right.
And it was my favorite way to get into the game and get other people into the game because you could do it for like, weeks or a month or whatever, and it was always there. And or if you come back to the game after a while, you can warm up there. And having that option, even if battle's in the middle, it's 10 o'clock and it's the middle of happy hour, you want to warm up your aim and your striking skill. You go in there for 30 minutes, a couple rounds or whatever, and then come back over. It's great. So for PvPers, it's great. Some people don't always want a PvP or ever want a PvP. It's good for that too. I don't think we should shut it down, but that's
There's
my
a
opinion, man.
feature plan that's probably going to help. At the moment, we are not quite sure which mod exactly brings the most gold, which mod brings the most experience.
Mm.
Especially because the three mods use different way of rewarding people, and DTV rewards will depend on how many players there is, how far they get. But there's a feature you guys can show the source on my stream.
Yep.
That's
Here we
coming.
go.
It's done by Orly. That will help players track their experience gain and their gold gain on the website. Which means on the backend, we will be logging exactly who made what on what server. So using that, I think Battle and DTV would both benefit if we made sure the experience and gold reward was equivalent on both servers. This I probably would help, and I think there may be player that thinks one or the other gets better reward, and there is like the FOMO, the fear of missing out. There's probably a little bit of that at play. So yeah, I think it's going to help having a way to track gold and experience amidst a large group of players and be able to see what game mode gives the most would probably help. The other thing that's probably going to be helpful, I'm not sure how we are going to use it. The only thing I'm sure how we are going to use it is, how the battle server at the moment shut down for Conquest for Wednesday Siege?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's probably possible to do a seamless transition between both of them,
Yes.
like just
Yes,
loading a
dude.
map without a
about to
restart.
ask.
And if the population gets too low, we could envision having a siege a certain day, or maybe having the mod could roll out, being like one or two map of DTV, one or two map of Conquest.
Rotation.
Yeah,
Dude,
That
even
would be sweet.
So if that comes into play, I
and
think a
and
voting
have
system, maybe
and
like
have or maybe a voting system for switching the server.
yeah,
And I think happy hour needs to remain battle. Battle is the historical mode of CRPG,
hell yeah.
but I think battle needs to be a bit refreshed. There are ideas of game mode that could refresh battle that we've already talked earlier about, and I think battle probably needs a new coat of paint.
We talked in the feedback about maybe having a skirmish as a game mode for low pop.
Yeah, low pop battle mode.
And
I
I
like
think a
that.
lot of people would like that
Yeah, it probably could work. Yes.
because the maps will be like smaller, and I think when you have less player, they all want to play more melee, or like it doesn't matter. I think people will play whatever they want, but it feels like really different at low player count, and skirmish will be better
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So like two, I'm
and
getting
still
into that.
feel like a battle.
So like 2 lives per. You get one respawn per.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You cap a flag. You can respawn at the flag or something like that.
Probably need to think about how we transition
Mhm.
between one or the other. What's the trigger points? So yeah, there's probably that, but yeah, maybe having like skirmish maybe 6v6 like in native, and once we get at V8 we switch to regular battle, or after 10v10 we switch to regular battle.
Right.
Yeah, if the pop's at a certain amount during map transition or
Like it
something, or
wouldn't
at the end of
change
a
in
round.
the map, like within the map when people get in. Like it can go up to 20 in the same map, but then the other map then switch. just at the start.
That might be a bit
detect how
complex
many
to
people
implement.
players are. Huh?
If we manage to implement properly transitioning between game modes, it should be doable, but it requires research.
There's a lot of work. Oh, yeah.
There's some research to be done for that.
Okay.
It on paper though, I think that'd be a good natural progression, good, nice, fluid way to. And especially, I'll just be the a-hole in the room if there's like a lower pop in 6 months and those people are still playing. You still have the diehards playing. Then they have the choice to kind of pick between game modes and stuff like that, which would be cool.
Yeah. Voting for game modes would be, I think, a great addition.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Nice.
So you said you wanted a new coat of paint for battle. Do you have anything in mind?
Yeah, elaborate on that. I like the sound of that. I don't know what it means.
Already talked about that in previous podcast, but yeah, having probably a VIP mode. It would be GTV except
Oh, dude, please.
both sides.
Berserker mode, dude. We gotta call it Berserker mode
Yeah,
too now.
Oh yeah.
we could have two things. We could have a double defend the Virgin or defend the
Yes.
Viscount, which would be each side needs to defend their Viscount and attack the other.
That's
That could probably be very nice. The Viscount could be a player. We could have escort mission. Escort a
VIPs,
player. Escort a player from point A to point B.
Oh
There's
yes.
a lot of things that needs to be done. I think, but if battle were like instead of just playing battle, some maps are escort, some maps are VIP.
Yeah.
From the VIP versus VIP, some map are escort the VIP. It could be great, and we could have a game mode that was in Wolfenstein enemy territory, which was called Stopwatch. Basically, the first team needs to escort their VIP to the other side. If they manage to do it within the time, like for example, if they have 30 minutes, they do it in 15 minutes, then the side switch and the other team needs to beat that time.
Nice. I like that.
So there are things like that, but I definitely think battle needs a new coat of paint. And
So, genuine question.
We need more developers.
Yeah. So that's my kind of big question. To me, in my non-developer mind, it seems like a lot of the mechanics are kind of already in the game at like maybe a surface level. How much work are we talking? Like, how much help would you need to even get to say just an escort type of thing? Like, if you had to pull a random number out of your nether regions, how many hours?
I have no idea. Takeo was the one working on game mode. Droob is now quite proficient in game modes. It wouldn't require me personally to dabble a little bit in it and take a close look at it. I'm not sure it would take that much time, and probably, since we are the most limited resource is dev time at the moment, I think we should go for the low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
So the mod that gives the most fun, that feels the most refreshing for the least amount of time would probably be the one that I target first. So a double GTV, for example, would probably work great. Since we already have the GTV code base for that, it would just be like unlock both teams and have a condition for both teams to win. But yeah, there are things that would be great. Like we have an insane amount. At least I have an insane amount of game modes that could be great. Also suggested by my teammates in my clan Pekaros. For example, people said you could lead bots like in Captain, and the GTV would be one team defending the Virgin and a few members leading, like 5 or 6 attackers leading bots toward the Viscount. So there's an insane amount of ideas to be implemented. There's just not enough time.
No, dude. So
Mr. No Namino says, "I know this." Or what does he say? Hashtag make strategist first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That's from my chat.
We're not gonna have a player base left if there's people. Well, if we lose one person a day over the next 6 months, we're down to like not a lot of people.
I say go with your gut, man. These sound like great ideas.
DTV is already basically there. Like I said, that was that first day that we had DTV, or the first 2 days. That was some of the most fun I've had playing the game, when people were like actively going to assassinate the the what do you call it, MVP or the guy, the person.
I think like all those game modes should be like in rotation, and
Yeah.
that required quite a lot of work. Uh, it's work not done toward Strategus, so I don't know.
It's actually some work done towards Strategus.
Yeah,
At the
these are
moment, there
modes
are
that
two,
could be implemented
there are
in Strategist, right?
two things blocking Strategus at the moment. I need to write a game mode for it, and we need a battle scheduler. Battle scheduler, I'm not that afraid of it. The game mode, since Takeo left, he was the one doing the game modes. Now, Droob has taken a bit over it since he's done GTV. The GTV is Droob only. That's Droob rocks. It's really like his game mode. I'm not sure if he'd be willing to work on other game mode, but I can ask him. But I think Droob is quite busy at the moment. So yeah,
Real life
we
busy.
definitely yeah, real life busy. We definitely need people working on game mods, and since I've been sick for 3 weeks, like I took that time to rest a little bit.
Yeah.
Now I have a backlog of pull requests to review. So for those unfamiliar with the development process, you guys can show the source, so they can understand. There's going to be a little bit of delay between what I'm showing and what I'm saying, so
That's cool.
I'll wait a little bit. So as you can see in here, these are pull requests. So these are people asking to put changes in the CRPG code base. So as you can see, we have pull requests from now to this one. I specifically asked him. It's basically just changing the logic. So separate range damage value. Now we will have 4 different functions for range damage multiplier for human body part, ranged damage multiplier for non-human body parts, so that's for horses, and melee damage multiplier for human body part, and melee damage multiplier for horses. So now we, since last Delro update, we can now differentiate melee from missile. So we're going to work a little bit on that. This is going to be part of the range nerf. Probably damage to limbs is going to be reduced. Maybe a very slight buff to damage to head, and maybe a slight debuff to damage to body shot. That's, we'll have to think about it, but it's going to be a part of the range nerf.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just waiting a bit for the window to change. Yeah,
I did get a pretty
Oh.
simple request. So if we do another day of Siege, people were asking, do maybe potentially do it during the weekend. Not a lot of people are able to play during the week as much as the weekends. Simple.
probably that should require probably a vote, but for things like
random.
that, it does not need my input. You guys can directly ask the community managers for CRPG. Oh yeah, what's new is also now Yeldra or Lemon have access to the server, and there's also
Oh no.
James and Meow, but I need to show them how to do it.
Okay.
But they are planning to have access to the server, so now they can change multiplayers, server names, game modes, and things like that. So if you guys want to have another day of conquest, it's not like I have a really strong opinion about it. So ask the
Fair
community
enough. Fair
manager,
enough.
then we can organize a vote, and it can be done. This is not something that requires developer input. I don't think so.
Okay.
The only thing I'm quite against is killing completely the game mode, killing conquest or GTV or battle. I
Right.
think they have their merit, and there's been some effort behind these game modes. Conquest was not an easy feature to do. So I'm against killing them, but the exact amount we give to each game mode is completely up to discussion.
Okay, cool. I think it's needed too. It's going to be part of the main core game mechanic of strategists. So I feel like getting rid of it would be
I
insane.
think conquest requires feedback, yes.
Yeah.
For strategists. So these are pull requests, and basically any pull request that is done in here, I need to give feedback, especially like code-wise. Say, oh, for example, so you guys will see there's going to be a little bit of delay, but oh yeah, see that logic, it's taking quite a few lines. it can be refactored to take a lot less line and be a lot more clear. So this is to keep the code tidy. So every suggestion for the code is reviewed by me, and I suggest correction to them, and then the developer behind the code needs to discuss the suggestion and implement them, or maybe they have a counter argument, and so there's a conversation until we reach a code that is both agreeable by both me and the person that did the code. So I had a huge backlog of features to add and pull request, and I started working on reviewing them. I did some 2 weeks ago, so there's the throwing fix. I worked with
Nice.
Nor on it.
Can't wait.
There's allowing the
Show.
DTV to be a viscountess, the viscount to be a viscountess. So, for example, in this pull request, I specifically asked Droob. I told him, if you're going to rework the whole code to allow for viscountess, maybe we should allow it to be any name.
Yeah.
So if we want we want it to be defend the cow, we can do defend the cow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Did you say
because it
cow
was
or
exact-
count?
The
cow.
Cow.
Yeah, cow.
Yes.
Whatever you want, dude.
Defend
Sky's
the
the limit.
Chads. You got a
I'll-
plus
I'll
3
defend-
Chads running around, and you
Yeah,
gotta
I'll-
protect them.
I'll defend the ping. So this was like one of the suggestions I made, because the amount of work was exactly the same. It's just instead of hard coding viscount, we just call it MVP. The code rework will work the same. So yeah, I since I got better, so I started slowly going on the huge amount of pull requests. I had like 30 maybe
Oh man.
to review. I'm getting at it at a good pace, so we'll be, I hope, soon back on track. One of the most, I think, most important feature, it will be the clan language. Now a clan will be able to display exactly what language they're using in their clan.
Oh,
So
that's
you're
good
going
for
to probably
printing.
be able to sort by languages.
Cool.
Nice.
So
Not just
yeah.
server location.
It will help, especially in North America for us Frenchies.
Yeah.
A lot more in Europe too, because yeah,
So
a lot
Europe
of different
might need that a
languages
little
there.
Oh
more.
yeah, in Europe you have so many language there.
For sure.
And another feature that's coming to go to that's coming is the removal of multiple characters on the leaderboard. So
Okay.
your
Oh,
top
cool.
rank,
Nice.
your top
Sorry,
rank
out
character
minibus.
is going to be there. Yeah, here we can see that RFL worked to add a new DTV map, Musa Point and Temple of Poseidon. So these are going to be 2 new DTV maps. Droob made the stone pile regenerate on DTV.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We have a new conquest map, Vol School Keep. So yeah, there's a few things coming to the mod, but I have to review each proposal to change the code, and then I need to wait for the developer that's behind the code to implement the request. So the big announcement coming to CRPG soon is the commander system.
Commander system.
So-
Oh yeah. From the old. Okay. Very cool. Very cool.
So you guys can thank Droob for it.
Hell yeah.
You'll be
Thank
able
you.
to elect a commander through voting, and the
Okay.
commander will be able to type messages, and this will be exactly the picture of the commander that's going to show
I
up
love
here
that.
with the messages that the commander shouts. So this
Oh,
should
okay.
be used
Sweet.
both in GTV and in battle mode, and in every game mode basically.
Oh, like the message is like in front of your, like in the middle of your screen, or like
Yes.
That's cool.
nice. Okay, I
Like
like
in a single player video game.
cool.
So in the middle of the screen, and if you kill the enemy commander, he cannot lead anymore.
Okay.
So there's going to be maybe I should defend my commander so he can keep on
Right.
issuing orders. This would probably be great. Oh, in Strategus, definitely. Yeah, definitely in Strategus it could be great. And it could be also great in game mode with respawn.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
let's say if you have 1 or 2 lives, maybe if you're a commander, you're not going to waste them. Or we could even make it that the commander has extra HP, for example, and the target above his head, showing that it's the enemy commander.
He has
Ah,
to make it so he has to carry a banner and run around, and if he drops the banner, whoever picks it up is the new
Yeah,
commander.
that'd be cool.
they are a great thing to do, but this feature take like a lot of time to review. This was like 36 different files.
That's cool though. That's really cool. I didn't even
Look
realize it
very
was
promising.
going on behind the scenes here.
So yeah, I'm quite happy with the current CRPG developers. They worked a lot the past day when I was not here. Orly did a lot. Orly started doing more backend. Orly is the one responsible for the website.
Thank you, Orly. You've rocked.
He is a front end magician, and
So
now
good.
he started doing backend. The armory improvement is Orly and one of his friend Wichkun. They've worked on it. There's an improvement to the armory also coming. So
That guy's not. I love Orly, man. He's just constantly cranking out like new stuff for the website. It was a white page with a bunch of just crappy pictures, and it's slowly gotten better and better. Dude.
Yeah, that's the new website is all Orly. So there are new things to come, and hopefully maybe a few features from me.
2 small questions. So I'm supposed to ask, do any thoughts on creating an easy to friendly interface for crafters that integrates with Git? Git. I don't.
What do you mean, just like upload a model and boom, it's in the
know.
game? What does that mean?
No.
Okay, I didn't know what that means. I'm just asking. And then
I can say for sure. No, I've already worked a lot on to make crafting easier, but there's not going to be any way to do it without having to learn Git.
Okay.
Anyway, anytime you have 20 people working on the same files, you need versioning. Otherwise, someone changes the files, then the other one do their changes. They copy their own file and they erases the previous changes. You know, if like let's say you both have an apple pie, to replace the current apple pie, someone adds over it like the chicken, and the other one adds over it like some flavoring. So you replace the current apple pie with the one with chicken, and instead of adding the flavoring to the one with chicken, you're going to replace the one with chicken with the one with flavoring. So when you do that, basically you erase the previous version. GitHub allows you to only add your changes without erasing the people currently working, the changes from other people currently working on the files. So crafting without Git is not going to be possible.
Okay.
That one's for sure. And we've worked a lot on making crafting easier. Basically, I've added a lot of function that, for example, the refund, now you can refund a whole section, like all 100 or all 200s or all throwing with just the push of a button when it required before editing like 60 or 70 different
it helps with balancing
It does help.
different lines, but it's not going to get a lot much easier.
Okay.
It
Nice.
still is a lot of improvement you've done in the past months.
Hell yeah.
Last time I touched it was much easier. Really helped.
Mini Bass just wanted to say he's very sad about the top 50 because he's like half the names on there.
Yeah.
That sounds like a personal problem, Hot.
And
like you play too much.
I also know what glitch they're using to do that.
What leech method?
Oh no.
I know
Hey,
the
how
glitch.
dare you accuse Hot Mini Boss of leeching?
He will be
Not
remembered,
glitching.
Oh, glitching. Okay, yeah.
glitch?
Well, it's
I
more
know
like
exactly
hacking the Matrix with
what glitch is used to
Oh, no.
duplicate to do that. So yeah.
Oh my
It has like
gosh.
17 bots or 20 bots or something insane.
Well, Rohi's still on the
Alt.
top. My man. When are you getting him on
Rohi's
here too? I
undefeated.
need to interview that man. Hear his hot
We gotta
takes
get-
on the game.
Gotta get
I don't
Roy
think Roy will get in.
super hammered, and then he'll agree to anything. Trust me, I know.
Maybe.
Well, that seems a little unethical. I don't know.
Sexual what?
What do you mean, unethical?
Unethical, dude. We're gonna have to do
We're grown, man.
podcast one of these days.
A what?
A drunken podcast one of
Drunken
these days.
podcast. Wow. Yeah. An inebriated one. So
Slightly buzzed.
let's I had a question about siege mode. And I don't know how much you know about this, Nami, but the flag cap system is still definitely a bit questionable for some people. You can currently, like, as a defender, stack yourself right in the flag, and it's like almost impossible to hit or kick them, especially with people swarming all around. I feel like, for me, a better version would be, or a better option, and I've seen people complain about it, would be similar to Battlefield, where it's more based on the amount of defenders or attackers in a given zone, and the cap speed is increased or decreased based on the differential. Do you know what I mean?
At the moment, I'm
that
not
possible?
quite familiar with Conquest. It's
Okay.
possible, definitely. Can one defender prevent only one defender prevent from capping?
Yeah, whoever currently, the way it stands, whoever is the closest to the 0-0 point of the flag is in control. And
He's
a
the one
defender
capping.
can pass through the flag, whereas an attacker cannot. It seems to be, at least on some maps, and that might be a map issue, as opposed to like a mechanics issue. I'm not sure, but I've noticed
Just
it.
off the top of my head, I think it's
guess
only
it-
happened on a few maps. Specific
I think the
maps.
flag having a bigger hitbox maybe could help it.
Yeah, bigger like capsule or whatever
So
for it.
you can't get in the flag
If you get two shielders sitting on the flag, and it's nigh
without
impossible.
necessarily touching the player's capsule.
Nor says no one
So-
can pass through the flag from what I've seen, but I've literally seen Nor sit inside the flag.
Depends on the map. Depends on
Oh,
the map.
I've done
On
it too.
Acre.
I've done it last Conquest yesterday.
Nor did it like last week to me, and I was so mad. But yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know that you can
Nope.
pass all the way through it, but you can like wedge your body in such a way, especially with a shield, that it's hard to get any angle on them. So they can just sit there for 30 seconds and cap it.
That's an easy fix. I'm looking at the code right now. It's an easy fix.
Oh, you're literally working on it.
Could it be
As
like
we
the
speak.
number of players? in the
Yeah,
match?
yeah, but I can't answer without checking the code. And
Yeah,
yeah, basically, it's looking at every agent around the flag. Then it takes in account the distance of each agent.
okay.
Let
It
me
does
take a look at
I
it.
almost feel like
median
removing the
footage?
distance but widening the area would help, because then you could have a bunch of
Yeah,
people
it's
fighting.
definitely working as you said. It takes in account the closest agent to the flag.
Right. Yeah, and I don't know that
So-
works because yeah, you can get right in there and then basically turn the tables, even though there's one defender and like 1,000 people attacking.
Yep.
Anyway.
Probably working on the differential could be great. Yes, doing
Cool.
a differential could be great.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not a differential. Maybe it's one defender is like two attackers or something like that.
Yeah, a little
But it
bit
should not be-
weighted towards the defenders, but
It
also
should not be one holding versus 20.
yes, and that's what I've seen multiple times.
Yeah,
and
it
it's been
happened a lot.
crazy. And
Yeah, I
sometimes it
kinda-
leads to really cool, like
I
you
could-
just get those freaking 10-minute like stalemates, but some people get frustrated with that.
Maybe like a median from all the players, like take into account all the players and make like a mixing pot of their distance compared to the flag, and then addition them and see which team has the higher value.
Yeah. The logic is just here. It's just instead of saying the closest one is the one that matters, just counting how many of them there is
Right.
within the
That's
range,
what I was saying. Yeah, that'd be cool.
and just acting on the differential could work.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that'd be. I think that would be a better system. That's how like
I'll-
Battlefield works and other games that have
I'd
flag capture.
I'll ask opinion on the
Cool.
staff channel, and I'll add this to
Oh,
my
I love you.
to my to-do list. Yeah, I'm completely ignorant on Conquest game mode. It was done by Takeo. So,
Also, I
had
have
to
another
double
question.
check the code.
I have a mini question from Mr. No Name No. Um, are they planning to do something with damage? Namely, why will they be in heavy armor and receive damage from a wooden sword after 15 to 20 damage, or a guy who is an agi build who can deal me up to 40 damage with a sword thrust?
The fuck? Oh, it depends of the weapon, I guess.
Agibirds dealing 40 damage with a thrust on a full body armor. I'd like to see that replicated.
Right, yeah, I don't
So
know. I don't know if that's happened. Maybe a headshot.
Get one
Yeah,
of
it's
your friend. Get
probably
one of
that.
your friend
What was the
on
question?
duel. On
Wooden
duel,
swords are ridiculous.
ask
but-
ask him to do an agile build, and then ask him to hit you with the thrust of their sword, and I'll guarantee you there's not going to be 40 damage.
Yeah, even with the speed modifier,
Unless you're naked, but yeah.
not happening.
Or on a horse
The
and
main
get stabbed in the
issue,
head.
the main issue
Oh,
we
yeah,
have
well.
is people tells me, yeah, full agile, doing so much damage, and I'm saying, okay, who hit you? It was that guy. I check their build and I see like, they are like 27, 18 or 27, 21. I'm like,
Yeah, they're
that's
clearly
not full agile.
strength.
That's a strength
That's
build.
strength build, yeah.
And when people are like 21, 21 or 21, 24, people thinks it's full agile. But
Yeah. I'm
I
pretty damn fast because I wear light
I
gear and I'm 21-18 and 5 athletics, I think, and I'm fast. I can catch
so
people.
I really suggest you try to replicate it, see if it's actually something that happens or not. From all the statistics we have, I gave a new batch to Salt and to Summer of statistics so they can take a look at it. So I'll have an idea on how many full strength and full agile there is in the leaderboard after the previous changes, and we'll adjust. But at the moment, full agile is not a problem.
Wait,
If
is
anything,
Summer
it's still
part of
full
the team?
strength.
Sorry.
Nope, but Salt and Summer are like data analysts. We could say they are kinda.
I mean, we could
The-
give them the role. I don't know.
it's not like they applied or they have any responsibility, but
right.
they enjoy doing that. So I give them the start, and it's like, want to take a look at it and do a report, you can. Just want to take a look at it and do nothing with it, you also can.
Right.
But yeah, they've provided with a great insight on the game.
Nice.
Question in my chat: is it possible to split damage types on a weapon, like blunt and cut, like half blunt, half cut, for example?
Oh,
Come again? What do you mean by splitting damage type on a
So
weapon?
you get 32 damage total, 16 of it's cut, 16 of it's blunt on an axe.
Not how the game works at all.
I've
That's
kind of figured. Okay.
Bannerlord limitation. We could like try to redo Bannerlord, but it's not within the confine of merging Bannerlord.
we
Okay.
need harmony, I guess.
Yeah, Yelder says it's not possible too, so we got 2 devs telling us cannot do it.
Would
That answer your question? No. Hard no.
yeah. At the moment, really,
You need a
like,
standalone game.
A hit is of is specifically of a damage type, and the damage type is also going to influence the sound. Slashing is not the same as thrusting with pierce, as slashing with pierce, so it's not easily doable. Not within the confine of just regular Bannerlord magic.
I like the idea because like
what
a mace or a
about-
flail
yeah.
would do pierce and blunt technically.
Sounds
'cause-
cool on paper.
Yeah, that'd be
What
sweet.
about? I know that blunt weapons. There's even a couple weapons that are like bonus to shield, but blunt inherently does half damage to shield, so it's just doing normal damage to the shield. Is there a way to make blunt do full damage to shields? And pierce, I think, might have that too. I'm not sure.
I mean, Pierce. Trail.
I think at the moment no, but I think that's something I can ask Terrod to allow us to change that behavior. The behavior is hard coded from my what I remember, but I'm quite sure if I ask nicely Terrod, that's something they would be willing to give us access to. And I'm saying that because I asked for more egregious thing right before, which was basically there are things that are kind of hard coded and things that are even hard coded deeply in other subsystem, and they agreed on changing something that is more more painful to change before. So, and this one I think is probably easy for them to allow us to mod.
Nice.
So yeah, would require me asking Terrod, and I'll add that to my to-do list.
Put a cherry on top.
Just kind of a personal. How close of a relationship does I'm going to use you? How close of a relationship does CRPG have to the Tail Worlds community?
One sec, just adding that to my to-do list.
Yeah.
From what I understand, it's communication at least.
At the moment, it's quite good. I have a direct line of communication with Dejan through
Okay.
GMs, and it's been cordial, and it's been good working with them. I think that for the first year of CRPG, Terrods was a bit busy,
Yeah.
and they went through a backlog of suggestion and came back to us and told us, "Oh yeah, this we can do, this we can do." Like a suggestion Takeo made like 8 or 9 months ago. So they went through all of that and through our new suggestions. So at the moment, it's quite good, and I'm optimistic about our working relation with Delro.
Nice.
That's
cool.
No, that's all. I was gonna say we the other night I was jumping on and we had the most players of any mod on, and I feel like that's
more than
pretty
PE.
regular. Yeah, they only had like 32 people on. We had like 60, 70 people on. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
On NA server, that's.
I don't remember what I saw, but we're the second biggest mod at any given time. I feel like that's got to be something. Ain't no drop in the bucket. They can't ignore us.
I mean, we're a different niche.
I think they can definitely ignore us.
I mean, whatever.
That's
they can,
not.
and they can ignore
They
PE.
can and they do.
They can if they want, but they won't want to
more,
because we fucking rock. This game rocks.
They wouldn't want to neglect the community, would they?
It should be more because we are nice with them.
Yeah.
And
well, that's the thing. Yeah, don't send any death threats, people. I know gamers always want to be like, "Oh, I deserve this. I'm entitled to that." Don't fucking do that. Be nice.
Yeah.
If you want your games.
Dejan is on the CRPG Discord, so you're not helping CRPG by just typing "fuck Terrod."
That's right.
Just wanted to put that there. And the other thing is, Terrod is a huge organization, and they have dev working probably on different things. I don't know if they're all working on Bannerlord. I don't have any insider information, so it's not like I have anything confidential to reveal. But probably they did Warband, they did Bannerlord. Maybe they have a new game. So maybe there's, I don't know. I'm completely talking out of my mind, but maybe there's only 1 or 2 devs working currently on Bannerlord, or maybe 3. So if they're working their ass off trying to implement new features on Bannerlord and helping the community, and all they see is "fuck Terror" on Discord, guys, not cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's better both morally and strategically to act nice with them. The same way I want the CRPG community to be nice to CRPG devs.
Meanwhile, RFL and Yelder going off in our chat against each other.
They're just human like us, and especially don't think the devs working on Terrors are the one like holding the stock options. It's not like they're just doing their best.
Yeah.
So
yeah, game developers are people too, and they're doing jobs, and people have lives, and man, just be understanding. Fucking these guys work hard as shit.
Half robots. Look at Nami over there, half robot.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Was there? So somebody wanted to ask about the progress on Strategis. I know that you've been
completely stale. The thing is, it would be great to work on Strategis. Oh wait, there's another thread. Wrenched is becoming cancerous again. Oh, it would be great to work on Strategis. Wait, the map rotation is disabled now. There's map voting, and only 4 maps are looping around.
Stuff sets you back, man. It's like a live service game.
It would be great to work on Strategis. Wait, the game mode is crashing. I need to fix it. It would be great to work on Strategis. Yeah, but we kind of need the launcher. Otherwise, the mod is going to get bigger and bigger, and the update is going to take longer and longer. So
Yeah, I understand.
It's
You'll get there.
it's
You'll get
been
some
ha-
time.
it's been hard finding time to catch our
Right.
breath, and
No, for sure, man, for sure.
that's why I was saying in the general chat on Discord, there's going to be times when the meta is going to get stale, but we need this time to work on things. For example, the meta got stale when I started working on the launcher, but now we have a new launcher, and I'm quite glad of how the launcher turned out to be. It was not such an easy feature to be able to have the same feature as Steam. It's not something like overly complicated, but it was my first time doing a Windows application from scratch. It's not like it was something I did ever, so it required a lot of learning. So yeah. I know that it can be awful having a stale meta for 3 or 4 weeks, but we can't be working on balancing the game mode permanently and also bringing on new features.
Yeah, we'll
And
just be stacking problems, and
so yeah, that's things that happen. So yeah, if you have any knowledge of C#, you can help the game mode,
Yeah,
and maybe we
Yeah,
could have
right.
someone else than me doing balancing role.
that's what I told my
Open
stream in
call.
chat. I was like, it's all open source on GitHub. If you or anyone you know does modding or coding or anything, send them that way and let them get involved because that will help. That's what we need is more friggin' devs, right? More coders, more people helping out with that.
Secturo, what you said is just plain wrong.
What did they say?
He says, Nami, the player base is 5% of what it was, clearly somewhere along the lines of the changes. A big miss
But
was made with the community's preferences.
So
when I
5%.
say
No.
when I say plain wrong, like
Sounds like
I
someone's
really
butthurt.
mean it. I really mean it,
Yeah,
and like
sure.
with data to prove it. It's not
Yeah.
like
He's got the numbers to
Oh,
prove it, is
told
what
you,
he's
dude.
saying. He's
I
got
told you.
facts, not emotions,
so
facts. Cold, hard numbers. Here we go. Are you going to show it? You going to show us the
yeah.
numbers? Player
You
increase?
don't you guys like no player base has not
So-
increased. It's clearly decreased. The player base decrease every time every period of time where there's not a huge feature. And then
Okay.
we bring a new feature and the player base explode. But
Just like
Yeah.
all other
That's
live
any
service
game,
games.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Exactly. We just need like a novelty, and it's gonna get back.
True.
Strategists will pull a lot more, and
to
it'll
not
be
totally
more.
discount what he is saying, though, there is a lot of issues with balance that are almost impossible. Like balance is one of the hardest things. You can never balance a game completely. Somebody mentioned that earlier. I think it was Yoshi
I'm
said.
not,
Right.
Mhm.
But it's a
not on the
constantly
right
ongoing
place. Give me
Not to
one
go back to
sec.
League, but look at that. They're constantly changing it still and trying to balance.
to
And
take a lot of players. No, that's the so somebody has suggested. I've probably been in half the channels. If you guys are in here, I've been in half your channels drunk as hell trying to bring up a console of sorts.
So this is actually the player base for CRPG. 110, like these numbers are not peak players. They're average players throughout the day. So this was CRPG in January. This is when I kind of stopped developing for CRPG. Like there was a period where it was a range meta, and I was kind of burned out. We got to a very low point, and this is me coming back and introducing heirloom points and the heirlooming system.
heirloom points.
And we got even higher than we were in February.
Nice.
Then we started decreasing. This is like stabilizing. We got a kind of a decrease around the 15, 18 December. Then it increased, but I don't see that being 5% of that or that.
No, that's about 50, maybe.
Yeah.
45, 50%. But
and yeah, there's also people are not going to play CRPG for the rest of their lives.
correct. They're
Like,
not crazy like me.
They're gonna come back.
There's
like,
going
times
to
times.
be new players coming in, old player coming back when we put out a new feature, a new things to do. We had a lot of players coming back for Halloween.
Right.
But the thing about you're clearly doing something wrong. The player base is decreasing. Basically, the player base decreases when we do nothing, and sometimes we need to do nothing because I've been working like more than full time on CRPG, and I can't be doing that all the time. So that's clear. At this at this period, like between December and February, I was pulling out some weeks, like 70 hours weeks. So yeah, CRPG was quite
also think
vibrant. But I just suggest, if you wish to see CRPG succeed, what was the name, Secturo? I suggest you start helping us.
Yeah.
There you go. Open call.
Oh,
Wait.
I think you can't just look at data and dismiss valid claims. I'm sorry, Secturo, but the truth is, data is right and you're wrong. This will be all. It's not like you can't say, I feel like it's 5% when we have hard numbers showing you it's not 5%. So
It was 5%. Damn, I don't remember that 100% because that'd be like 1,000 people.
because
at the same time.
right now we have like 60%, 60-70% at peak hours. 5%, you say time 20,
That's
so that
1,000.
would be 1,400 players on CRPG.
Can we please make that happen? Please.
I don't
Like
think
6
the server
servers
will
that are
take
all
it.
full. Oh fuck yeah. That's what I'm waiting for,
Damn.
guys. Bring it in.
If only at some time you had more than 1,000
We
players
had like
playing at the same time.
We
It would
just
be.
somebody needs to recommend one of James' videos to the guy that blew up PE. What's his name? I don't want to say his name because the algorithm will trigger it. Don't even say his name; it'll appear somewhere. Do that.
S-Man.
Oh god, then our game will blow up,
Oro.
and that's it. Then we'll have 1,400 players, and then 5% will be accurate
For a minute, and all the
After
servers will
2 weeks.
crash.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
What I was thinking is that even if we have down where there's less people playing and we're working on CRPG, not introducing things, it helps people not getting burned because if like most people don't play the game for like forever, they play like maybe 2 weeks and then they stop and then they come back 2 weeks when they see something new and then like they join like they play other games and I think it's okay to have downtimes like this. It's good for the health of everyone. For the developer, it's good. They have to have those moments where they can breathe a little bit.
Yeah. Never even
It's
thought about it
fine.
like that. It gives you
I'm
guys
not worried.
to work on the game.
Oh yeah, Secturo. There are. I'm not saying CRPG is at its best. The meta is perfect. It's really enjoyable. I'm just saying it takes time. And at the moment, the meta is not at the great place. But we're human beings. We can get sick. We have other things to work on. I was working on the launcher. So yeah, the meta is not great. But do not think because I'm not specifically listening to your complaints about full agile when it's been proven that it's not full agile the problem. Maybe the problem is everyone's too fast. Maybe there's a problem. Maybe it's only you feeling that way. But we are listening to feedback. I'm reading the feedback forum. So we are listening to feedback, and it's not because your specific feedback is not the one taken account that you are not listening to the community. Clearly, I've gotten out of touch with the current meta during the time I was sick. So we'll probably have a staff meeting to discuss current meta. And in the staff, you have a lot of players, and these players have their own clan. They're from different clans, so it's a good way of getting an idea of how the meta is at the moment. But yeah, I don't think the problem is only full agile is the only problem and just nerf full agile and it's going to fix everything. I don't think it's that easy.
So I don't know. Maybe it's been suggested before on the CRPG Discord somewhere. Don't follow it like I used to, but I had been recommending to our NA kind of counterparts, our clan, our very small clan. But everybody kind of has a different outlook on the game. We all play different classes. We all play different whatever. Everybody's different, right? We all play the game different way. But the meta, like you said, is ever evolving, ever changing. And I think that if the community, I'm not volunteering myself, I will do that if.
Oh, black and white, probably you have connectivity
Bye-bye.
issues.
Yeah, he said he volunteers as tribute and then he froze up. Black White got sacrificed. Look at that freeze frame too. That's good. That's somebody screen cap that and make a meme out of it. Make an emote.
What's going on?
I don't know. I hope
Well,
not.
you can continue. Okay. He'll come back.
Black
Or I don't know
White.
what happened with him. Probably like everything crashed on his side.
Yeah. Yeah, his whole computer went down.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll continue from there.
Who knows? Well, anyway, I don't know what he was about to say, but it was fascinating stuff. I was ready for it too. He had a suggestion.
Yeah, I wanted to address Secturo's concerns, but he's on black and white
Stream.
stream, so
Can go look.
It's okay.
Just yeah, he's out on his stream too.
Secret DDoS attack. Maybe a power
Islands.
outage. Maybe a dog tripped over the cord.
Oh, he's talking about the strength requirement.
Oh yeah, I liked that in CRPG 1. Is that what you're talking about? Like how you needed a certain strength to wield certain weapons or wear certain armor? I mean, that would prevent people with just straight meme agi builds from having a giant Zweihander. You know, no matter how slow it swings, it still does damage, and I don't know. I don't know exactly how those mechanics work, but I do recall that there was like a way to kind of gate people from having builds that would allow them to use overpowered
Sorry
weapons
about that.
at a weird speed.
Okay, Secturo is on my stream.
yeah,
do you have any
if he's on your stream, I suggest he takes a look at the thread I'm going to post on your stream. And yeah, he should give, or maybe his name is not the same on Twitch and Discord, but I'm not saying any Secturo on Discord. And the last movement speed feedback thread I created, people were quite satisfied with the state of movement speed in latest patch.
Jord? Okay.
It's what?
It's Jord. BGORD.
Secturo is Bjord.
Bjord.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Secturo or Bjord, I suggest you take a look at the. How do I make a link to a thread? Copy link. Okay.
Right there.
Okay,
I highly suggest. I can't even post on accident because I need to follow. That's extortion.
It's a Black Mamba.
So yeah. I highly suggest you take a look at that thread. Most people were quite happy with the state of movement speed. If you're not, feel free to do another thread, but that was the feedback I got when I did the last change. And at some point I have to move on. There are changes that some people would dislike and some people would really like.
It never
Delro,
feels good to
for
get
example,
kited, but hey, when throwing is fixed, it'll be a lot easier to fucking deal with. Trust me. Take a little bag of rocks or throwing stars, and if they start kiting you, just bam, bam until they slow down, and you chase them down, and that's it. Game over.
There's also some people that would like movement speed to be even faster. Like Delro made a comment on the thread. He was like, "I'd liked it better before."
I personally did. I wanted Super CRPG 2 Turbo mode. Like that was my shit. Even though I'm bad, I was even worse at it, but it felt good.
I got Atobi that's his
but
maybe another poll.
Instead of saying the game the game is in a very bad state, there's only 5% of players left, there's some turn on the road where you took wrong, maybe you should make a post on the feedback forum saying today I had to play against that player with the name of the player so I can check his gold. He had that weapon, he was doing that thing, it felt frustrating because of this and this. That's way more helpful, and I can be like, oh yeah, definitely makes sense. It can be quite frustrating. Maybe I could make it more enjoyable on the receiving end by doing this and this. But just saying, yeah, you're not listening to your community. Only 5% of the players are left.
Yeah, don't be melodramatic.
CRPG is dying. It's like, what change in the code am I supposed to make?
What is dead will never die.
I can't type please don't die, CRPG, on my keyboard to make it alive. You need to be and please, very specific. I played versus that guy. He played like that. I had that build. It was awful to play against because there was nothing I can do to counter this and this. That's a lot more helpful. A lot more helpful. And you will see if people agree with you and not agree with you. If you do that and you see like 20 people on the feedback telling you, what? But never had that experience. Maybe you'll be like, oh, there's something I'm doing wrong. But if you have 5 or 6 people saying, yeah, it was definitely cancerous, it also helps me because I will see that you're not the only one thinking, why is my webcam like kind of weird?
It's your
you smoked
keying.
in your camera, I think, or like
Yeah, your keying's all weird.
something.
Weirdy.
Okay, no,
Don't worry about it.
Or,
It's good.
yeah,
You look
something
great.
happened.
You look like you're zipping in and out of reality. That's all. Which you are. You're always in and out of reality. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also like beyond. People have different expectation, and sometimes the expectation of a few are not the expectation of the majority. We're trying to make the mod enjoyable for everyone, but I cannot cater to everyone's specific need because to please one guy, sometimes I have to displease 100 guys. I'd rather please 100 people and displease one person.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always a hard balance to find. It's not
And
easy.
that's
thank God.
game development in general, right? You can't always get what you want, and the trick is to try and get something that's fun for the most amount of people, and it's the most fun that you can possibly have. And honestly, like I think you guys do great, and the majority of the community, I would say, wouldn't be here playing it still every day
But
if we didn't like it.
we are definitely in a better place than in the days where there was only the decorated broadsword and nothing else.
Yeah.
Oh, that was well.
The
Just was all the
diversity
same.
of weapon. When I log in on a server and I see like
Exactly.
30 different weapons, I'm like,
Well, it was balanced.
okay, it's not that bad. There may be still things that are cancerous, but it's not that.
Yeah, I prefer like having more choices than everyone playing the same thing and call it like fine. I guess people liked it, but a lot of people wanted a lot of diversity.
And the thing is, it's quite the essence of CRPG. Making it as diverse as possible. That's why I'm a lot against restricting builds and saying, yeah, if you have agile, you can only take one thing and you cannot play otherwise. At the moment, if you're full agile, you're not allowed to take longer weapon. Oh yeah, something was planned. I was planning on making the requirement for the length requirement. I need to type this, otherwise I'm
The
going to
length
forget.
Length
requirement.
requirements.
For
Oh,
agile,
change it.
be a bit harder, yes.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah.
So require maybe 3 more strength to get to
Oh
the
yeah, I
same
remember
point.
we talked about that.
This would probably help with full agile using very long weapon.
Mm.
The system to curb toxic play styles are already here, I believe, for full agile. We already have so many knobs we can trick. It's just, I think,
Some
a matter
fine-tuning.
of, yep, fine-tuning them to the right position for them to feel enjoyable while still remaining something you can do.
Cool.
Because if we start killing every playstyle that feels cancerous, none will remain.
Yeah, and that's where we're
That's
gonna
because
lose people.
everyone is someone else's cancer.
Exactly.
Yeah, your huge shield with like 10 times the size of the Earth as the cover area is Archer Nightmare.
See, I've been complaining about that, but you've been complaining about me or something else
Yeah.
or whatever.
Oh, I know.
It's
Axon
all
hates when I
fair,
run right
it's all
at him.
fair.
I can see it in your play
Right.
style. When I'm running right at you with that shield, you just start
Oh man,
veering away.
like well, right now it's just you block the arrows for the guy on the mountain behind.
Yeah. I like
All
that.
right.
What would
But-
actually make that better though is if somehow the arm could animate out to catch arrows, so that when you're running with your shield up straight,
Oh yeah,
and the
because the
arrows
projectile
outside
right
the
now.
field, but if you have a high shield skill, your guy just automatically animates to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
right
in a
now it's
movie,
just
that'd be
teleport.
badass.
like your arm extend to like 3 meters away.
Not that
Nice.
long.
One
So I can
style.
I just
can
mean a
play
little
with the
tweak,
other guy
you
and
know.
just say, tell them to shoot somewhere so I can shoot them on the other side.
Oh man.
No.
Yeah, that's the worst. Then you
Um,
get flanked by archers, and it's like real medieval military strategy. You know, you get Axodon on one side, run around the back, and I got Kistray on a fucking mountain or on a wall over there, and I don't
well,
know
that's cancer.
whichever one I face. I'm done. You know, it's great. Now I need a teammate. Now I need Bob the Skeleton to go after one of you, and then we're good. Anyway,
But I'm quite convinced, Beard, what you call full agile is not full agile. So
Oh, I think he like what he's saying is that
there's a huge chance you're talking about people that are like level 35 and have maybe 18, 24 build. So there's a huge chance it's that. That's why the names. I need the names. Give me the names of the
have
people.
you are you still
I can
looking
check
at the
the
chat?
I can check their build.
Are you still looking at the chat, Nami?
Oh, got hit by an why?
Because he was saying that the agile guys are dictating the combat because like
That's what I
because of
was
footwork.
answering.
And okay, I can see what he means. It's like they don't necessarily
Thing is
do
lugged,
do as much
is
damage
lugged
and like,
behind an ad.
yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll wait. I don't even know when the ad is stopping. I'm not on the. Okay, he's back.
So I was saying I need the names, Secturo. What you say are full agile are probably level 35 that are maybe 18, 24.
Yeah.
And you feel like they're quite fast, but they're probably not full agile. So yeah, I can double check. But a small video of them fighting against you, an explanation with that on feedback goes a long way. That goes a long way. And keep in mind, I'm not playing CRPG at the moment, and it's
still
not
on
like
Tarkov.
yeah, still on Tarkov.
Oh
And
boy,
it's like, oh yeah, we should have a dev that plays CRPG, but
it's all right.
if you found
A lot of us been playing Pal
plays,
World. It's okay.
if you find a dev that plays CRPG, I'd be glad to give him a place, my seat. But I'm not going to do that. So either we find someone else, or you guys need to really explain exactly what's happening and give me very precise feedback so I can fix it.
I wish I had
Yeah.
time to be a dev.
I guess there are some things that are not shown by the data, and it's just like the agile guy is talking
It's
about.
not like we
they're,
have an insane amount of data. Also, there are systems to
yeah.
build in order
I
to
mean,
gather
what,
data. So
when you're dictating the fight, because of your footwork and like your presence, you're not gaining points for it. Basically, it's the other strength guy that is around fighting him when you're like pushing him at the same time, and maybe that guy will make the points for you, while it will not show for you that you've been part of the fight, just because you've been annoying.
yeah, at the moment, what gives you rating is dealing high damage
Yeah.
to high rating targets.
Right. And that doesn't show for agile player that like just being annoying is something. So it's some part that we're not taking into account, I
Oh,
guess.
Yeldra already answered that question. The answer was they can see with you guys, with the community management. And I have no strong opinion about it. If you guys tell me, yeah, Wednesday Siege and also Saturday Siege, why not? I really don't care about that. Just make sure maybe host a vote or make sure the community is behind it. If the community is behind it, I'm completely for it. As long as the community is behind it, of course. Okay.
Yes. So Nor, I think, volunteered, stepped up, said, "I'm Dev Light playing CRPG." So
Yeah, Nor is
Nor is the shit.
still at the beginning of his dev journey.
Yeah, it takes experience for sure.
He's been working very hard to run, but there's a very long road ahead.
Oh, for sure.
So
I think
He's
he's
like
passionate.
top tier QA though. I
He's
think
doing great.
finding all the secrets. You play too much DTV though for this community. The hardcore NA players need somebody that loves battle.
They don't have time. Those players don't have time. They were sweating.
Yeah, too busy sweating. Oh man. Well, I don't know. I let's see what Black White say. He was
Is he
troubleshooting. He had an outage.
Okay.
It looks like. Yeah. The second he tries to talk about something, they decide it's time to have an outage. So I get that. That's what a mess. That sucks. I hope he remembers that thought and comes back with it, because I was on edge. I wanted to hear it. But what else have we got? So were there other things on the horizon that you can talk about that's coming up in the patch? And also, can we get a timeline? Do you have any idea when this thing's going to release? Because I'm waiting. I want the new RFL maps, man. I'm itching for them. I play tested them a little. I want to play DTV on a volcano. I want to fucking,
December
all
2010.
Thank you.
2010.
Bringing a time for that doesn't make any sense.
Hopefully in January.
Okay, sometime this month, maybe. Next
Hopefully.
couple weeks.
It's-
I'm not going to hold you to anything, obviously.
I'm not
You know I
talking
get that.
couple weeks. I said hopefully in January.
Yes.
We are the 25th of January. Hopefully. The thing is, patch is going to come with Commander system. Commander system requires Droob to work with me on the pull request. It's his code. And Droob is going to be busy and will have a few days available next week.
Okay.
So if we manage to do the pull request review within that timeline, I'm hoping to patch right after. If we can't, we can't.
That's fine.
Maybe I'll patch without Commander system, but I
Hey.
can't give a definitive timeline. Remember, I'm not the only one working on CRPG, and I can't tell anyone have it done by a specific day.
Yeah, there's no deadlines, because these are all volunteers, right? There's no fucking, we can't be like, all right, this is going to be out then, and that's not what I'm asking. I'm just, any general idea, just to give the players a little bit of a hope.
There's
give me some hope.
that in the near future we may have patches that are a bit more far out, but patches that come no matter what. So
more consistent.
Maybe a patch, 2 patch a month or something like that.
Cool.
Always the same day. And re-release. The feature is ready. It's ready for patch. Otherwise, it's going to the next patch. And this could probably be better, so people would know when to expect patches, and balance changes would be done on a bi-weekly. And if we want to hotfix the meta, we can still hotfix the meta now with the new launcher. Remember, guys, use the new launcher.
Yes. It patches for you.
Much better.
Maybe sometimes we'll patch 5 times a week. If you don't have the new launcher, it means 5 times 6 gigs. If you have the new launcher, it's going to be 5 times 1 sec download. So use the new launcher. It's important.
I forget if I asked you this before, but is there a way to get that thing Windows certified so it doesn't yell at you about viruses, to get it scanned and shit?
Windows certified now?
60 euros.
$60? Fuck yeah. So that wait, is it $60 just one time?
$60 a year.
$60 a year? I'll pay that. Shit.
That's mafia.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
$60 a year per player?
No, it's just like a tax for nothing. Like it's just to.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's just a turn off to the population. Half the people won't play the game.
It's probably
if you want to look good, you have to pay the daddy.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
them to say, probably not a virus. But if it's a virus, just tell us and we'll remove the certification.
I know it's nonsense, but
thanks for that.
It's image. It's like having a big label on your whatever album cover or CD for your music that says like, watch out, this thing's gonna harm your kids or something, or user discretion advised. Like that turns people off. It scares people off.
It's kind of sad. Yeah.
That's all I'm
It
saying. Fuck if
might
it's
do.
$60 a year, man. Each one of us could give you another $1 for that. Easy. I would do that.
So
But
yeah, that's something we could consider. Maybe we can do a poll and see if we use
Some of the money from donation for that.
yeah, hell, I'd put in
yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah,
Fuck.
as disclaimer, I'm not in charge of donation.
Yeah,
It's
still
still
Takeo, I
managed
think.
by Takeo. Yeah. So I need to ask Takeo, and we ask the community. Maybe we ask only Patreons. No
Yeah.
need asking the community, makes no sense.
Fair
We
enough.
ask the people that contribute if they are willing to have us use that pool of money for that.
Yeah.
Why not?
I
Just
only
I was like,
suggest it as a way to help the mod get bigger because then you can just give somebody that launcher and they're not going to see a bunch of friggin', you know, like, oh, this is potentially
Yeah.
dangerous. That literally those two words like turn off probably a big, I don't
yeah,
know. I don't
Stachitude
have facts, but
doing it for like $50.
yeah.
I don't even know if it's a year. I'm not even sure. I have no idea.
I mean, that's relatively cheap. That's affordable for me to cover myself, and I'd be willing to. I will send you money on Cash App today for that shit, Nami. Like, no lie.
Yeah, I can take a look at that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
If it's something.
There you go.
people
RFL
are
says he'll
Yeah,
put
I
in a
think
tenner.
it will do some good for the game. Talking about new players, do we have numbers about the new player retention since we changed the leveling at the first gen?
Yeah, I have a dashboard for that. Let me take a look. But the data is quite hard to understand.
Maybe
Can't
not
really
today, but like that'd be something I'd like
I
to
think
know.
the data is completely
Okay, maybe later.
no, the data is not really new, not really readable, I'd say.
Okay.
So yeah, I need to find a metric to measure that, but I'm not sure. Can't say for sure.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be good because I think the change did help get some players to stay,
Probably yes.
but it's hard to say.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's like an indicator if it does well and where we can go with it. Yeah. Okay. Third that. Do you have anything else?
I mean, not that I can think of at the moment.
Oh, we were talking about maybe having siege on one day of the weekend. Oh, that's. I think we talked about that.
Yeah, Sun
was
Siege,
more
or we
like
were
with
talking about a
for the
rotation.
yeah.
Yes, that would all be really good. I think those are all good suggestions. I do foresee that there will be haters for every mode. Like if you include a bunch of different game modes and have them rotating, there's gonna be somebody like, I don't want to I only want to play battle. I only want to play whatever, and that's cool too. I think, like you said, the more people that are, that have diverse options and more fun things to do in this game, it can only be better for the mod. It'll increase population at the very least, and which will help tremendously when you finally do get around to dropping strategists. We'll have armies on armies battling across the world. That's I can't wait. I'm gonna be more into it this time for sure. Last time I was just I was an observer. This time it's gonna be I'm gonna be running around on the battlefields too.
Yeah. I have Argot that has a question for me. Well, for you actually.
Argoth.
It's a problem with the axes right now. Like when you're slashing players, it's sticking to the people, and like the animation's different than the sword. Is there a way to fix it?
It's been addressed. I asked Delro to do that.
Okay.
Me guys give you the link, and they said they are working on it. We've been it's been specifically mentioned on the patch note.
Wait, you asked Tailworlds to do that? I'm sorry. You said Tailworlds, right?
Tailworlds, yes.
Okay. Sometimes when you say Tailworlds, it sounds like you say Delro, and I'm like, what? You didn't ask me to do nothing.
Yeah. Definitely ask Delro Trio.
Don't ask me to fix axes. I will make them break on every hit. Every time they hit a shield, they snap in half, or they get
Oh,
caught in the
man.
shield. Now I can run off with.
They'll just.
That's my
I
idea.
to-
Oh, I did have an awesome idea the other day about being able to right click and then left click when you have a shield and throw your shield at somebody like Captain America. But now you lose it, but you chuck it like a throwing weapon. That would be the shit. I know it'd be hard as shit to do,
Will
probably,
be
but
on. Yeah. It
so
will be
fucking
nice to
cool.
be able to throw every weapon you have. in the
Anything,
game.
yeah, anything that you have,
Yeah.
you could chuck.
You guys can stream the screen if you want.
Oh yeah, here we
Yes.
go.
So we continue
Sure.
to work on other modding related feature issues. The ability for modders to manipulate the behavior of the melee attack after hit. So this is me being able to decide if the axes should get stuck or keep on going and
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
going through other.
So it's in their list. Okay.
It's in their list of things to do.
nice.
With timber damage for horses, model for shield speed was asked by.
Is this something we can
by
access,
Takeo.
or it's only for you?
Oh no!
Modding
It's on the public forums.
It's on the
Okay.
forums.
Yeah,
It's on the
that's
GitHub.
something,
Is that
I need to
GitHub?
look at.
Oh, that's on the Tailworlds forums.
No, it's yeah.
Oh, I see.
Tailworld forum, yes.
They have 31 streams up currently for Bannerlord. Are we on there? We better be on there. If not,
Well, we have
please drop
3
them a
stream
line.
right now, so it's 3 out of. We're 10% of the stream.
Hell yeah. Get in here and learn about CRPG, you guys. I wonder how many Tailworlds people actually like watch our shit, our streams and stuff. And if they like it or if it's just noise.
Have no idea.
Oh my god, how many people are watching that shit?
A lot.
Are those the numbers? Is that the viewer numbers or that's points? I don't know. I can't read French.
No, it was not.
That was not viewers. I was like, they're like 41,000?
It was bits. It was bits.
Okay.
The donation thing.
Ah, jeez. That scared me. Oh, not scared me. That actually, it like made me think I was in an alternate reality where Bannerlord was one of the most popular games in the world. It's like my heaven.
I mean, it's not, but we have to work with it.
It ought to be.
I mean,
Nor
just
wants
doing
me to
things
get
like that
Uh,
bring some attention.
I'm not completely sure about the data, but I've got DM'd by Summer
Yep.
with preliminary analysis. In October 23, October or November 23, we had around less than 300 players that were less than 600 players that were at the level 30. And now we have 1,500 players that are level 30 that actually played the game and got some MMR. So
Nice.
the MMR went up. So we definitely have
1,500 different players.
characters,
Oh, okay.
but it's probably different players
It's hard to gauge because
each player got only one new level 30.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So these are active players that played at least 1 or 2 rounds of CRPG
Nice.
in order to get some MMR.
That's
So
real
yeah,
nice. That's some
we
good ass
have-
data.
We have
Okay.
some new player. The other thing I can take a look at is the number of users. Oh yeah. Monthly active users. Actually, December was an insane month for us. Oh no, that's Harley bumping everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. When
Well,
we
that's
gave
what I thought.
a character to everyone,
Yeah.
it showed them as active. Yeah, number of users, it's steadily going up. But if we can take a look at the past 9 months, yeah,
Yeah.
we were at 30K in April 30. We got 6,000 more players since then. So the player base is slowly growing, but
Nice.
among them there are a lot of players that don't play anymore.
Yeah.
But
Well,
we are still
the thing is
we're
that they can come
still
back
attracting some new players.
Yeah,
yes,
that's awesome.
yes.
if we launch a good update. They will maybe like a good part of them will come back just to see it. So
Yeah,
sure.
just having them
That's-
interested in the game mode and like seeing that we exist is already pretty good.
It's something. Okay. I'd like to wrap it up. It's been a very long day for me.
Yeah, it's fine. All right.
Close to 12 a.m. So maybe we take one last question and then I'll say you guys goodbye.
Anyone want to ask something?
Yeah, final questions from the chat.
chat.
We'll probably wrap it up soon. I don't know if Black White's coming back
Your
soon,
last
but I'm
chance.
sure it's late
Last
for Nami.
opportunity.
Right? What time? I mean, or early? What the fuck? Are you up at like? No, it's like pretty late for you, right? Middle of the night.
For me, it's like right now, it's soon midnight.
Yeah, Nami has to get to bed. He needs sleep and rest so he can work on the mod for you. So, final questions.
No,
Let's go.
I have rebels to grind in Tarkov.
Well, don't. It's inspiration. Hey, you're doing research. Hot Mini Boss wants Deserter versus Narman special dual server. If both of those guys are in here right now, let's do it. And I got to do 10 push-ups. So 1 sec.
Okay,
oh my God,
guys.
started. All right. I think it's the end.
See you
So,
guys.
Thank you, Nami,
Have
for being
a
here.
Great evening and see you guys soon.
All right.
Ciao.
Good night.
Good night, Nami. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
So we're I'll just fix the camera for
He's
me.
gone.
You want to keep going a little bit, or
I mean, we can
are you
talk about
done?
it. I don't know. It's almost dinner time. I probably should take a little break and then might stream
Sure.
some later. But we can do a little post. Oh my God! Here comes Black White.
Holy shit! What? Oh my god!
We just let
Okay.
Nami go. Didn't you only have till like now anyway?
Oh, he's in the.
If you get, I was just gonna say, don't wait for me, dudes. I'm over here troubleshooting. I think
It's pretty.
my
It's
feed just
done.
exploded or something.
Your ISP exploded?
Yeah, I
What?
don't know. It's like the whole neighborhood, I think, is out. So
What?
the one time I had something that I'm super passionate to talk about, I was about to start my rant, about to start my topic, and somebody's like, "No, pull the plug."
Oh,
Not
is your
allowed.
cell phone out? You could have hopped back in on the phone app.
That's what I was trying to set up a hotspot and it wouldn't let me do that. But
Oh
here we
my
are.
gosh.
Are you guys still live? Or you guys?
We
kinda-
are.
We just finished.
Yeah, no worries, dude. No worries.
Well, we were gonna do a little
it's-
quick post chat if we have any anything to talk about. I would love to hear what you were gonna say because you were animated.
Council.
Do you
Yeah,
want a
dude, I'll
TLDR?
talk it fast. The one thing that I'm super passionate about, I'll bring it up another time, I guess, but a council of sorts that we all, one person each clan, and then it discusses things like mostly balance. That way you're not getting anybody that's impartial, and you're not getting anybody that's like doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, because clans usually have more seasoned players, let's say.
A
But
balanced council,
that's
a
what I-
round table, if you will.
Yeah.
That
I
would
think
be
it's
sick.
it's gonna happen. We've talked about this having a balanced team because we have a crafter team, right? But the crafter teams are not balancing; they're just making weapons, making armors. But we've talked internally about maybe having a balanced team that is just like a skillful skillful set of players that will just try to balance and send Nami some ideas after they've discussed it internally.
Okay. What about so I mean more of just like a general group of people. We can call it the council, I guess. We're a medieval nerd game. The council of nerds, we can call it even. Just a council of people, the leaders of a clan, the second in charge of a clan. Doesn't matter. Each clan designates a person.
I think.
be part
You want heads of like clans to talk, and that'd be also a good idea. But I think it will be people choose by Nami. because he doesn't want
If
to
he
have.
wants to, man, it's like he said, his game.
I think he doesn't want some players to be in that because they don't share the same view. But
That's kind of the
yeah,
point of a council. You can all pick, and then like he was ripping that guy apart, as he probably might have deserved or not. I don't know, but everybody's got opinions, and I think even the smallest player, if you play all the time, you can voice your opinion. You might get shut down, you might be called dumb or whatever, but you can still voice your opinion. And he's not wrong. There are people out there. I see it all the time. You got your are either of you guys still streaming?
yeah. I'm streaming
You're
you.
streaming.
You're
yes,
here.
me as well.
Oh, sweet. I thought you guys said you were done. I was about
No,
to
we're live as
say,
shit.
What? Just kidding. There's people out there you guys know that are. Everybody's bitching about the game all the time, me included. We all do it, but there's a couple people, and they're usually not wrong, valid points, where there's outliers that are not always the
Well,
majority. There's the
some
loud
people can be
majority.
right in some ways, but the point is that they don't share the same view as where we want to go as a community. So like they try to bring us
Yeah.
back to closer to what is native, or
Sometimes
like
people also
a vision that
complain
they
with
have.
very little understanding about game design. That's the
That's
major.
so
It's not
people
just that.
are
It's just,
yeah. Fair enough.
I mean, Nami is the lead of the project, and you want like he has you think of the game in some way, and you want it to drive it in this way. And if people are not sharing it, well, they can bring some
So-
ideas, but if they really don't align, well,
I do like the idea of a diplomatic council though that meets and convenes on hot button issues, like multiple representatives. I don't know necessarily of clans because that is like that's almost like some strategist level. Like that's gonna happen
right.
anyway, and then
Oh,
people are gonna be manipulating each other in there to try and get an advantage in the battlefield and take their castles. And hell, maybe that's what you're doing right now, Black White. You're setting up for strat already. I don't know.
But I mean, maybe I am, dude. Maybe I am.
That's okay. That's part of that game, huh? I don't know.
I'm not.
What
don't
I
care that much.
remember and what I understand.
Not that backhanded.
No, but I like that idea. Personally, I'm for it. And maybe it's something that can be suggested. Make a feedback post, like Nami was
what
saying.
I was
All
trying to
this
say
shit's
to
open.
Nami. I was literally about to. I think so. Something along that lines. Whether it's balance, whether it's map balance, game balance,
Yeah.
class, whatever. Not even balance, but anything that goes along with the game. It would obviously be a. I'm not sure the governance style. It's a dictatorship. Nami's the fucking the head
It
chief,
is.
so whatever he says it goes. But
Stay in
maybe
line.
there's some shit that we can all think of as a community that he hasn't thought of before. That's kind of where I'm. That's it. That's
Yeah,
really.
no, that's true. Well, that is why the feedback forums exist, and there are people on the Discord, but like, I think it's not nearly like it's not close to the player base. I mean, I see people talking about stuff and complaining about stuff in game all the time that I don't see on the forum. I don't see them on the Discord.
Right.
So
Like
show
we,
up there, put it like because nobody goes and reads all that chat, or as far as
There's
I
a
know.
lot of
No.
stuff.
not
lot of
much
information on
people.
there.
Unless you're
And,
on there playing, you're one of like 40 people that might see it. But otherwise, like,
You got to
yeah.
be super dedicated to the game, or you got to have a lot of free time on your
right.
hands.
And like you said, there have been what did he
Forums
show?
like that.
36,000 players have come through this so far. Have tried the
Yeah.
It's
game.
crazy.
That's
that
a lot
has
of
an
players.
account on the game.
It's a big player base. If
That's crazy.
It's not a player base, but it's like people that have played.
installed the mod and played.
Yeah.
At least
They
one
can come
round.
There's a lot
back,
of
they
people
can,
sticking
like-
since that they implemented the level 30 thing with the new first alt. I've noticed
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
hard
of
to
new
have
people
good
back.
data on it. We've tried just before
Hey,
you
there he
came
is.
in. We had like some talk about that. It's just that the data are hard to figure out because just having everyone have a level 30 at the same time, just giving them a lot of accounts just got like, I don't know, they got bring back in the data and just fuck up everything. So we'll see maybe like in the next month how it goes. Will be easier to find to analyze it.
Yeah.
All right.
It's good to get here on somewhat of a public forum and talk and give people the little man a voice. Get to talk to the big honcho, even if you say some stuff that gets you chewed out by him a little bit, but that's fine. That's what we're here for.
Like we were saying that devs are humans. human beings, and we get emotional, and people like artists especially get emotional about their shit, And I think any game dev, any modder,
Constructive criticism.
he's a volunteer
They're
artist.
human
But yes,
beings.
constructive criticism is welcome, and like you said, make forum posts or help out. Oh, look at that beautiful friggin' vista.
At least
I'm sorry.
we've tried to
Oh,
change
the mountains.
the behavior of some
Gorgeous.
play. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah,
You
we've
do go
tried to change
outside.
the-
Look
Oh.
at that. He goes outside.
Where do you live?
Oh,
You
Colorado,
live in
man.
the
Well,
in
we're having
countryside,
a-
man.
We're having a what do you call it? A LAN party in my basement. 2024 summer 2024.
This
Nice.
summer, I'm there.
Yeah,
Dox yourself, please, so we can come.
I've done it several times before. Don't worry, it's out there somewhere. Google it. I'm sure it's not hard to find.
I mean, yeah, this day and age, fuck.
Archibald's paying for us all to go to South America too. Remember, don't forget that.
Mhm.
He said he was flying us all out to South America to go to what is it?
Don't believe what
Carnival.
he's saying.
Burning
He's
Man?
saying a lot of things.
He said he won the lottery. I don't know. We were pretty drunk when he said it. It was his birthday, so whatever.
I can take it.
Implicitly.
You're getting our hopes up,
Says a
man.
lot of things.
Yeah.
If he wins the lottery, make a CRPG like convention. Just rent out a friggin' convention center.
CRPG convention. That way I can finally arm wrestle.
I'll
Somebody.
arm wrestle you.
Yeah,
All
me
right,
too.
that's fine.
I'm pretty good at it.
I'll lose.
Fine.
I got the guns.
these.
The my little guns.
I
got the
don't.
guns.
I
I'll
don't
have
have
you know,
guns.
I have a small bit of retard strength.
Oh,
Nope.
Just
I
a
have
wee bit.
twig arms.
is the
Anyway.
fat in my arm like it adds some weight?
All right, before we all whip our dicks out and start comparing, we should probably call this
Is that a thing? Are
this
we doing that
stream
for reals? All right, hang on 1 second.
for the evening. But seriously, everybody who joined us and tuned in and watched that, thank you. Man, this was awesome to get going again. It's been a while. This is episode 4 of the CRPG podcast, right?
Right.
Oh,
Yep.
fuck
It's
yeah.
hard.
And,
People get hungover. People get sick. Things happen. All right, don't judge.
We are
We're
all
getting back
people
at
with
it. I
lives.
mean, it was the holidays time, so I mean, everyone had some
Yeah,
things to do, and not much time. Also, I've played Path of Exiles.
We are
to find time.
we are back though,
Um,
baby.
I have
If you guys
lots
do me a
more
favor,
time right now, so
You guys
I'll
can just
be.
let my viewers know. Thank you for coming. I'm sure a few of them trickled into you guys. Let
Oh
them know
yeah,
thanks. Sorry about
anybody
my
who was
shitty
watching Black
fucking
White
ISP.
stream.
Yeah, thank you, Black White. You've sent me like 10 viewers or like 15, something like this.
I'm here for you, buddy. I'm here for you. Thank Xfinity. They are trash. Don't use them if you come to Colorado. I am gonna take off. Good talking though, guys.
Yeah.
I will
All right.
maybe see you guys tonight if my internet ever comes back. But
Good
good shit,
night,
dudes.
everybody. I may be back with
Alright.
some happy hour stream and battling as well later. So see you then. Love you.
Yep.